We're going to get more specific. Next semester we're going to do either human resources management or marketing management. Okay? So after all, this is only the basic. Since it's your first, it's the basic. Any questions? We're missing many people. Any questions? Okay. Regarding to the final test, as I said, I'm going to go, it's going to be only 3 questions, quite simple, and I'm going to go over it. When is the final test? Do we have a date? This is week number? This is what week number? 14? So we're still a month or so. So anyway, like 2 weeks before, we're gonna do a review, even though there's not much, because one of them is opinion about the class, the other one is the managerial, and the other one is going to be about leadership. Okay? What is the difference? What is the difference between management and leadership? Someone wants to take a guess? Difference.
Leadership and management, what is the difference?
So I said the leader is principle to have to be able to follow to.
So what is the difference for manager?
The manager has managed views, but he may not have the personal charisma.
Right. Good. This is a good answer. Let's, I'm going to do it, explain the difference by metaphor. Everybody knows what metaphor means? Yeah? Metaphor, like example of something from another area. How to build a boat. Okay? Here you can see the big difference. How to build a boat. What do you think? If you're a manager, and you have people you need to build a boat for, what the manager is going to do? What the manager is going to do? What the manager is going to do? Going to show them, going to explain them the instructions, right? Going to supervise, going to make sure everyone is doing his own task, make a follow-up, right? So let's see the difference. This is the managerial, this is management. One way, it's managerial behavior. The other way is leader's behavior. What is the leader behavior? The leader behavior is not going to explain them how to build a boat. What he's going to do? He's going to show them the vision. He's going to take his people, he's going to show them the ocean. Say, you know, if we are going the ocean, we're able to get to a new country. We're able to fish. We're able to get other things. He's going to give them the vision. As a result, they're going to build the boat by themselves. He's not going to need to explain them. He just needs to show them the way. So this is the difference. Managers, he is in charge of the task. He is in charge how to do these things. But when we come to leaders, like you said very correctly, he makes people follow him. He doesn't force them. He doesn't force. You have to understand. He doesn't force them to follow. He makes them follow. By his charisma, by his vision, by his ability. And we see managers like Walmart, Hilton, they don't force anyone. They make them follow. And this is the high management level. Stop. Okay, good. Now let's go to the definitions of leadership today. What is the leadership today? what are the definitions? After we got the example and we were able to feel what is the difference, now let's see what are the scientific explanations. First, the ability someone has to influence others, to contribute to effectiveness and success of his organization. The ability. The way he is able to give them incentives, get them involved, all the things we talked about. Give them the vision, train them, and then they follow. Because you cannot force anyone to follow. Because if you force him to follow, you're not going to get the results you're looking for. However, if someone wants to follow, and most of the people, you'll be surprised, like to be followers. Most of the people like to follow. So it's a good opportunity for managers to be leaders. Because you always need to remember that most of the people, they prefer to follow, not to be the one who leads. So this is also give you a big opportunity as a manager to be a leader. Another definition, leadership is the ability to build a bridge between the present, where we are standing right now, to a better future. That's usually what we see from politicians before they want to be elected. When Obama wanted to get elected, what did he say? We're standing here in a bad position. I'm going to build a bridge, I'm going to follow me, and I'm going to take you to a better future. This is the promise. I'm going to make change. That's what leaders use. Leaders use the ability to build a bridge and give hope, to encourage people to fulfill their vision, to follow them, to go after them. And of course, you have to be, and we learn how to do it later, how to convince them, how to follow, how to make people follow you. Okay? By the way, afterwards you can copy this, because this is a new PPT. So we're going to put it on, okay, we're going to put it on the screen so everyone can copy. Leadership is the ability to manipulate people and to change their beliefs, their behavior. It's not always positive. You have to understand, leadership is not always positive. Because there are great leaders in the world that use their charisma and their ability to take people from one place to a disaster. Good example for it is Hitler. Hitler was a great leader. He had a huge charisma. He was able to make people follow him for what he told them a good future, which happened to be a huge disaster. So it's not always good. Also, we see sometimes in the Muslims or religion leaders, they also they have a lot of charisma, they have leadership. They make people follow them, not for a good place. Not for a good place. So it can be used both ways. It always can be used both ways, but we want always to look on the positive side, but we have to acknowledge that there are many leaders that convince or use a bad situation or economic situation or social situation, and they give a big promises to the people, and then they lead them to a huge disaster. But they're still leaders, because they are able to make people follow them. However, they are not the positive leaders. Like we have also, where there's many smart people. People like criminals, the big criminals, they are genius. They're genius. They just use their mind for crime. But it's still genius. So it depends where you're taking it. So if you just need to acknowledge it, we are not going to focus on this because it's not our interest. As was said here, leadership is a lot of charisma. You need to have a lot of charisma, enthusiastic. Because when you convince people, you see like our Ramos, if you saw how he's talking, he's very passionate. He makes people believe because he's very passionate in what he's saying. They have a lot of confidence. Pay attention. Most of the leaders have a lot of confidence. If you want to be a leader, you need to have a confidence. If you're lack of confidence, people are going to notice, and they're not going to follow you. You have to be confident, enthusiastic, charismatic, and then you can make people to follow you.